Hello everyone, welcome back to Home Buying Basics with me, Emily Buhrow. So your offer's been accepted. What now? We're going to talk about the contract to close process. After your offer has been accepted, the next step is making sure all parties sign the updated contract. For example, if some revisions were made throughout the negotiating process, like the closing day or the purchase price, you want to get all of that updated on the contract and have everybody sign. After everybody's signed and all parties have a copy, you'll drop off your earnest money check. Typically, your earnest money check will go to the selling agent's office, but your agent will give you instructions for where and when to take it. Updated contract has been signed, earnest money check has been dropped off. After that, your agent will send the final contract to your mortgage lender so they can start that process on their end. Then after that, it's time to order inspections. So next week, I'm going to talk about inspections more in detail, but basically the top 3 that you'll want to order are home, radon, and termite. Your agent and or their transaction coordinator, my coordinator is Caitlin, will send you a list of inspectors they recommend and they work with frequently, so you have some options. Ultimately, it is your choice for who you want to work with. Inspections will be scheduled and completed about 3 weeks after the offer is accepted, so that's the first main thing that gets done. Once those are completed, the bank will order an appraisal, which they send out an appraiser to the property to evaluate the home's value, just to make sure that the purchase price is right. Another step in the contract to close process is transferring the utility bills into your name. The seller is responsible for paying for utilities up until closing day, but you'll want to call about 10 days before just so the utilities don't get shut off in the process so the transition is smooth. It's almost closing day, so we will schedule a time to close. We'll coordinate with your schedule and the seller's schedule. Closing takes about an hour. It's at a title company within the same county that the house is in. Right before closing, we will do what's called a final walkthrough, either the morning of or the evening before, and you'll meet your agent at the house and you'll just walk through it and make sure everything looks okay, that there's not any major damage, that all the appliances agreed upon are there. If the seller said they were going to make some repairs based off the inspection report, we'll want to make sure they actually did those. If anything major does come up at the final walkthrough, we'll call the seller and make sure they address it before closing, before you sign. The checks have been written, the papers have been signed, you are now a homeowner. Congratulations. Next week, like I said, I want to talk a little bit more about inspections. There's a whole lot of information about them, and I think they deserve their own video. So I will see you next week.